Hello and a warm welcome to the Kobe City Misaki Park Stadium. It is Vissel Kobe against Shandong Taishan in the AFC Champions League Elite Eastern region. Vissel Kobe, the home team, looking for their first victory as we see the standings so far. We're coming towards the end of the second match day. A draw for Vissel Kobe in their first game. That was 0-0 at Buriram United, so looking for their first win today, whereas Shandong Taishan are hoping to make it 2 wins out of 2 after prevailing impressively 3-1 against Central Coast Mariners in their first game. A lovely evening for football in the Kobe City Misaki Park Stadium. 23 degrees at kickoff, so perfect temperatures for these supporters. A fair number of visiting fans from China, as well as the Vissel Kobe faithful. The players gathering in the tunnel now. An important game for Vissel Kobe as the home team to try and get their AFC Champions League Elite campaign truly up and running with the first victory. Not a bad result first time around, a draw away from home. That's perfectly acceptable, but they're looking for more tonight. Shandong Taishan with a great result to start off, of course, and they really can focus on this competition now. They are out of the running, really, in the Chinese Super League. In 5th place, coming towards the end of the season, so they're not going to challenge for silverware there. They are in decent form. They won at the weekend 4-1 against Shenzhen Peng City domestically, and they've also advanced in the Chinese FA Cup. So it's been 3 wins out of 4 games in all competitions for the visiting team. Vissel Kobe going well domestically as well. 3 straight wins. They're very much in the running for another Japanese league title. They won their first ever last season. They're in 2nd place, just a point behind the leaders, so in a confident mood as the fans wait to welcome their heroes. So the fans in fine voice, and it really is a strong spell in the history of Vissel Kobe, having won the Japanese title for the first time last season. Looking to do so again in the current campaign, well placed to retain their title. And now looking to go further than they ever have in the AFC Champions League Elite as well. They were semi-finalists in 2020, quarter-finalists a couple of years ago. So they'll have aspirations of becoming genuine candidates to go all the way. For Shandong Taishan, they had to advance through the playoffs, having finished as runners-up in China last season. They were placed into the playoff round for the new look AFC Champions League Elite, and they only just came through it. They needed a penalty shootout against Bangkok United after a 1-1 draw. So they did manage to advance in a rather nervy fashion in August. To come from behind in that game as well. But then an excellent start to the group stage with that 3-1 win over Central Coast Mariners, and now the players are heading out onto the field at the Kobe City Misaki Park Stadium. It is Vissel Kobe against Shandong Taishan. The players led out by Abdul Rahman Ibrahim Al Jassim, our referee for today's game. This 30,000 capacity stadium is not full, but plenty of noise being made, and certainly behind the goal where the main faithful gather for Vissel Kobe. That stand is approaching capacity, and they've been singing for an hour or so ever since the gates opened ahead of this AFC Champions League Elite showdown. Focused expressions on the faces of the players as we listen to the AFC Champions League Elite anthem. Not too many smiles. They're taking this one seriously. They know, even though it's early in the campaign, the importance of getting off to a good start so that you don't put yourselves under pressure as the group stage continues. And for Shandong, certainly a chance to become only one of two teams in the eastern region to pick up maximum points from the first two games. As we look at the Vissel Kobe starting lineup, there are 4 changes from the side that started in the 0-0 draw against Buriram United, and one of those, an important one, up front, number 10, Yuya Osako returns. He is a veteran goal-getter, 10 goals domestically this season. He is back in the lineup, having missed that game in the opener a couple of weeks ago. Captains meeting at midfield with our Qatari referee, Rahman Al Jassim. It's a centre-back, Tetsushi Yamakawa, who is the captain for Vissel Kobe, and the goalkeeper for Shandong, Wang Dale, who takes his place behind a lineup with 4 changes from the side that started in the win over Central Coast Mariners. Shuko comes back into the defence, Chen Pu into midfield alongside Liao Liseng, and up front the Brazilian Kreizan. He returns to the starting lineup. 9 goals for him in 17 starts domestically. He will form the forward line alongside the Georgian Valery Kazaishvili. Generally goes by the name of Bako. You see him there on the left. He scored twice in that win over Central Coast Mariners. So the Vissel Kobe players move into their pre-game huddle. We are ready for action here at the Kobe City Misaki Park Stadium. AFC Champions League Elite Eastern Region. Vissel Kobe looking for a first win against Shandong Taishan, trying to make it 2 victories out of 2. So the countdown begins, the referee blows his whistle and Vissel Kobe immediately get us up and running. 1 point to note, as you can see, is that the pitch is not in great condition. A lot of bare patches. Looks a little bit bumpy. That, you would think, should favour Vissel Kobe, as it's their home stadium, of course. They're more used to these conditions, so we'll see whether that affects the players. The throw-in is not going to be kept in. Daiju trying to make his way down the wing. Long throw from Gotoku. The right back there, very experienced, the American-born player. 33 years of age now. And it is an experienced Vissel Kobe lineup built for success. The youngest player is 24. Got 4 players in their 30s, so they've got a lot of know-how in there. And here is Koya. Cross cleared by Lee. Vissel Kobe on the front foot in the opening stages. The pass doesn't find Takahiro. But now it's one back. And they've got 2-on-2 here. And it's an opportunity for an early goal for Osako. It comes back now. And Miyashiro couldn't quite send it on target after it was well won by Osako. Unselfishly into the middle, and then the shot was deflected. An important defensive touch there by Shukur. But the corner can be taken. Take a little drink as well. Ogihara be the man to play it into the box. Two players inside the 6-yard box looking to make a nuisance of themselves with the goalkeeper. The referee trying to assert his authority early on to minimise the contact inside the area. A lot of gesturing from the visiting defenders. And the referee, well, I said he was trying to assert himself. And he's telling them, I'm watching you. The veteran defender, Chung, told in no uncertain terms, I won't have any more of that. The referee trying to set the standards early on of what he will accept and what he won't. It's Matheus Tuller, the Brazilian that he's tangling with, and now finally Ogihara can swing it in. Clear to the edge of the area. She has to send it out for a throw-in for Shandong, but a good start to the game for the home team, led by Takayuri Yoshida, a former player of Vissel Kobe, who's had a great impact in this, his 3rd spell as coach. He was appointed a couple of years ago and led the team to that historic first Japanese title last year. There is Yoshida. And the game being played exclusively in the Shandong half in these opening 5 minutes. Gao able to win the throw in there, as we see the Georgian back up. They'll try to make an impact up front with Kreizan, the Brazilian. He holds it up here. Shandong will look to have their first attack. Yamakawa was under it though. And now that'll be a free kick as Daiju is just pulled back. Daiju Sasaki. Challenge from Liu Yang, the experienced left back of Shandong. It's launched long, and Daiju was a willing chaser. He's been in and out of the team over the course of this season. Domestically 14 starts and 15 sub-appearances. Did start the first game in the AFC Champions League Elite. And now, and here's an opportunity, and it's into the side netting from Miyashiro. Second opportunity for him. It was an unusual action, really. He was looking to pass it here. Ended up being a pass to himself, as he flicked it beyond the run of Osako, and not far wide at all from Taisei Mirashiro. He's having a good goal-scoring season, 9 in the domestic competition. Clearance by Tuller, the Brazilian. Step in again well to win it, and then there's a foul on Yuruki. Kreizan just catching him. And we see the vastly experienced Choi Kang-hee, the coach of Shandong Taishan, the 65-year-old South Korean. Been with the club for a year and a half. Vastly experienced and successful as well. He's a two-time winner of this competition, lifting the Asian crown during his time with Jeonbuk twice, 2016 and 2006. Here's Mateus, put under some pressure. And it's 1 now, but then given away by Shandong before they can launch a meaningful attack. And this is nicely worked up to Daiju. Back for Ogihara. Koya back to Honda. They'll build again from the back with Tuller. Well, that's a good turn from Yuruki. The cross isn't bad either. It's reached Osako. Forced away from goal, but he's won it back now, driving into the area. Osako. Important touch there, I think, from Gao. It is all Vissel Kobe at the moment, and that's going to be a foul committed by Peng, as Otoku goes down. The winger trying to get back to help out defensively, but that's not much help when you just push the opponent in the face. Very clear free kick, and so another dead ball opportunity for Ogihara. More toing and froing in the box with Gao in discussion with Mateus. 6 Vissel Kobe players in the box, attacking the end, populated by their vociferous supporters. Ogihara plays it in towards the box where it's well defended by Gao Zunyi. And he was fouled in the process as well, but 10 minutes played now. And I think the ball has been in the Vissel Kobe half for about 15 seconds. It has been all the home team. There's an injury problem here for Shuker, the central defender. Didn't see what happened there. Must have been a collision off the ball as they defended the set piece. Seems to be a shoulder, but there's the thumbs up from the physio. There's a problem for Matthias Tuller as well. Seemed to get a bang on the ankle. He's also going to be okay. The Brazilian is the only player in the starting lineup for Vissel Kobe, not from Japan. Shandong have 9 Chinese players in their lineup. Only Kreizan, the Brazilian, up front, and the Georgian Vako. Kicked long by Wong. Helped on by Osako, and forward now by Miyashiro. It's a decent cross. Well headed away by Liu. Picked up by Osako. Flicked on by Daiju. Pressure continues. Good turn by Yuruki. Gotoku driving forward. Nice pass. I think he wanted the return. He did. From Miyashiro. Oh, another free kick. Kreizan is convinced he won the ball clearly, but Ideguchi going down and getting the free kick. Just needs to stop those, well, I was going to say, he needs to stop those complaints or he'll get himself a yellow card, but he'd already tested the referee's patience a little too much. And he becomes the first player to be booked today. And he's not really got any cause for complaint, has he? Yes, he got the ball, but he went right through the man. And indeed, there's even a VAR check for a possible red card, because he did stand on the ankle of Ideguchi. It will be maintained as just a yellow, though. But another free kick. Come from the left boot of Ogihara again. One of the experienced players in the Vissel Kobe ranks, 32 years of age now, Ogihara. Provided 3 assists this season in the Japanese league with his set-piece deliveries. He floats this towards the far post, and there is the opening goal. It had been coming, and it is Miyashiro who had a clear header and sent it perfectly well beyond the reach of Wong Dalei. And the early pressure from Vissel Kobe has paid off. It is their first goal in the AFC Champions League Elite this season. And it was perfectly delivered and perfectly dispatched. Shandong won't be happy with the defending. Look at that, a free header for Miyashiro. Nobody got near him to even disrupt his jump as he climbed to reach that well-flighted free kick. And Miyashiro with the opener. Just a check from the VAR booth that there was no foul in there and that he wasn't offside when the ball came in. But we saw the signal from the referee, thumbs up. The goal counts. It's not the first goal for Miyashiro in this competition. He did get one last season when he was representing Kawasaki Frontale. But now Shandong with their first opportunity to test the home team defence. The free kick played in. Comfortably dealt with, back with Liu now. Worked to Kreizan. Cross from Gao is deep, and it will lead to the first corner. Bako was poised to send it back across goal after the deep delivery from Gao Zunyi. So for the first time in the game, having fallen behind, now Shandong with a little bit of pressure. Over goes Peng Junli to take it. Kreizan will be among the main targets. It's played in low towards the near post where Lee couldn't do anything with it. And now that breaks down with the offside. So that little spell of Shandong pressure didn't last for long. They do need to establish themselves in the game, though. Just get some possession, put their foot on the ball and keep it for a little bit. Just establish themselves in the game, because until now, Choi Kang-hee's team have barely been in it as a protagonist. They've been just trying to defend their goal. The header is won by Shu and now sent long. Yamakawa is safely under it, but it's now played down the left, and Kreizan will look to cut inside. He's asking for a handball, and he's got that decision as it came off Gotoku Sakai. There it was, very clear, off the left hand of the defender. So Kreizan into the middle now as free kick will be taken by Lee. We saw the hosts go ahead with a header from a free kick from a not dissimilar position to this, but wasn't as good a ball in by Li Wanyi. Liu with the throw-in. Corner. Daiju trying to make the clearance, could only get a faint touch on it. So Chen will be among those in the middle. It's taken short to change the angle. Baku. It's at the near post, but it's been much better in the last 5 minutes, really, since they fell behind. Shandong have responded by getting on the attack. It's not been sustained possession, but they are forcing some kind of pressure. Yamakawa can clear this, but not very far. It's picked up by Baku, and the Georgian, no hesitation in taking on the shot. Valeri Kazashvili back up, getting 2 goals in the group opening win for his team, and has their first real shot in anger today as well. 20 minutes played, the header from Miyashiro, giving Vissel Kobe the advantage, but Shandong have shown since then that they're capable of getting back into this game. And here's a run from Liu. Back up for Liao. And now Chen. No free kick against Liu as he made the run. He was one who started the move from left back and then just kept on going, but didn't get the whistle that he wanted. Maekawa has to be careful. The goalkeeper's able to work it out. Miscontrolled by Yuruki. Helped on by Bako. The cross from Kreizan is not a bad one. Well gathered though by Maekawa. Starting to have to do some work now, the home team keeper. His captain, Yamakawa, will send it to the halfway line. Well controlled by Osako and worked out now for the run of Ideguchi. The cross is played in. It was an awkward one to deal with on the bounce. Ideguchi showing plenty of attacking intent down that right so far today. There's a loose touch from Yamakawa, but he is able to rectify. And there's a challenge from behind by Jung. Osako didn't appreciate it much. Tough customer. 35-year-old Jung. He can dish out a few challenges, and Yuya Osako was on the receiving end of that one. Now they'll need to defend this set piece better than they did the last one. It's an almost identical position we saw the goal come from. This one floated in again to a similar position at the back post, but well met this time by Gao at the expense of a corner, but it actually went up with the opponent, which is what they didn't do for the goal. Converted by Miyashiro. Just past the midway point of the first half. Vissel Kobe looking to double their lead with another set piece. Ogihara once more. Falls now for Yamakawa, who will shoot on the turn, and it's a really good save. Wang Dale got down to his left and needed a strong hand to claw it away. Decent attempt from the captain, a central defender, but that was a striker's finish. Yamakawa just denied by the excellent save. Wang seemed to just hurt his shoulder as he landed, but he'll have to defend another corner now, and again it will be the left foot of Ogihara. The referee very keen to observe any infringements as players try to get into position, and there's a powerful header that's brilliantly saved again. I think that was Daiju who won the header well. This time flying to his right once more, keeping the deficit to just one goal. Another excellent delivery from Ogihara. And Daiju getting up well, and that's a second fine save in about 30 seconds from Wang. And if Shandong do go on to get anything out of this game, they'll look back to that passage of play where their keeper, I was going to say single-handedly, kept them at 1-0 down, but actually it was double-handedly. He made the first save with his left, the second with his right. And he might have more work here because Daiju is running down the wing. It's a good cross, cut back towards the edge of the area, just beyond the run of Yuruki. And here's Honda. Header away by Gao. And Peng trying to clear the lines up to Kraizan. Good turn. Yeah, the pass was missing though. Daiju forced back to Yamakawa. Felt that he was fouled. You see Shandong are preparing a very early substitution. Huang is getting ready to come on. And he is a defender. And it is Peng who makes way. Doesn't seem to be injured, no obvious sign of it. But he is replaced, so maybe Choi Kang-hee, the experienced coach, not liking what he's seeing in these early stages. He's made a swift change. Huang Zhengyu comes on. And he has immediately stepped into the defensive line. And now here's Kraizan able to run on. Not much support, but a good turn from the Brazilian, and still going. Great run from Kraizan. Winning a corner really out of nothing. He didn't have the ball in a particularly advantageous position, but this was a great bit of strength to get away from the initial challenge, and then this change of direction allowed him to get into the area. And so he won the corner the hard way for his team. Yamakawa limping a little bit. Corner played towards the far post, and it's an equaliser, and it is Kraizan. It was played well back across goal, and Kraizan was there to apply the simple finish inside the 6-yard box. And Shandong are back on level terms. Both goals, headers from set pieces. And Kraizan with the celebration in front of the travelling supporters. There he was inside the 6-yard box after it was won powerfully at the back post. I think it was Xu who headed it across goal after the delivery from Lee. And yes, we were watching Kraizan with the equaliser. That's his first of this AFC Champions League Elite campaign. And his header down now sets Lee away. Back up. Support on the outside from Gao. Kraizan able to find him now, and the cross is met by the head of Puller. Kraizan been with Shandong for a couple of years now, and he's been prolific for them as well. His goalkeeper comes here, doesn't get much on it, and it's Kraizan trying to make something of it on the edge of the area, but can't quite bring it under his control. Osako now, and Yuruki. Vissel Kobe trying to reassert themselves as we move towards the half-hour mark, and there's a problem here for Shandong because Kraizan has gone down, holding his thigh, and I just wonder whether he overstretched a muscle when he was trying to control that bouncing ball on the edge of the area. But that's the last player they want to see injured. The man who scored 2 or 3 minutes ago. Now seems to be getting ready to resume. The thumbs up from the physio, returned by the coach. Unfortunately for Shandong, he is okay to continue. He's been leading the line well today. He's been at the thick of the action everywhere, really. Defensively as well, he's helped out. Did get himself a booking. The man of the moment, the equaliser. And now he's back on the field, so that scare is averted for Shandong. Gao has to defend here, and he does well. Just drawing the foul in the end from Yuruki. With the header, it's Yuruki losing out to Wang, who lifts it long, defended by Yamakawa. And forward by Ogihara. All a little scrappy there as Gotoku can't keep it in. Look on the face of the home team coach, Takayuri Yoshida, making notes. His half-time talk, a little over 10 minutes away. Yamakawa under pressure, just about able to get their head of Bako. Vissel Kobe have lost the dominance that they started the game with, as Kraizan tries to lift this into the area. It's cleared back to Liu now. Kraizan once more. Helped out to Chen. He's dispossessed by Gotoku. Kraizan knew that he was offside there as the ball was pinged forward, so he just let it run. Now he'll close down the goalkeeper. Tulev for Ogihara. Yamakawa as Vissel Kobe try to work their way forward. Space for Asako. And Idaguchi now. To Yuruki, who's been bright down that left-hand side, combining with the goal scorer Miyashiro. Nicely worked, and a lovely ball. Idaguchi miscontrolled slightly though, and that allowed Wang to come off his line and just palm it away. Made the shot a lot more difficult than it would have been if he'd taken it cleanly. It was really well done by Miyashiro. But that first touch, just a little heavy. As he controls here, it just gets away from him, so he has to stretch. I think Wong saved it with his face in the end. One of the best moves of the game, though, leading to the corner taken by Ogihara, not his finest. And neither was the ball back to him by Ideguchi. Really good opportunity there. Did the midfielder, timed his run well. Superbly found by Miyashiro. Just that slightly loose first touch letting him down. Tuller stepping in decisively to get it away from Bako Kazashvili. And we see the stats on the screen there. In terms of chances, it's really been all Vissel Kobe. There have been 3 good saves from Wang Dale in the Shandong Taishan goal. Well, he seems to be struggling now. And I wonder if this was as a result of the save he made. He seems to have a problem with his throat. So more concerns for Choi Kang-hee. Looks very uncomfortable indeed. The physio giving the thumbs up, but he is really struggling. I wonder if it was as he made this save. Thought he saved it with his head, but perhaps it was with his throat. Perhaps the ball went right into his throat. And it seemed to be around that region, that the top of the chest, just below the throat maybe. That's brave goalkeeping. That's what you have to be prepared to do. If you're the last line of defence, put your body on the line. It's not in any goalkeeper's manual, the throat save, but if you just get something in the way, it can prevent a goal, which was the case there. And now here's a chance. Picked up by Lee. It just dropped to him nicely on the edge of the area from the long throw and just opened up for a split second. The defensive header from Mateus Tuller was straight into the path of Lee Wanyi, who will now take the corner, as he did for the equalising goal around 10 minutes or so ago. Can he find the head of Kreizan again? This time it's a little shallow, the delivery, cleared by Ogihara at the near post for another corner. Ogihara away once more. He will retrieve. Finds Chen. He's forced out. Good defending. Meikawa and Ogihara able to clear their lines. Here's Gotoku helping it down the line nicely, but well watched by Chung. Excellent turn by Daiju, and the shot is taken on first time by Miyashiro, just looking accusingly at the turf. I mentioned how there are a few bare patches on the grass and they seem to take a bobble. Always a handy excuse, anyway, for a player after a miscue. It was good play by Daiju to create the opportunity. Bako has gone down here. It just seems... Sorry, Gotoku has gone down under the challenge of Bako. Seemed to be an accidental collision as Gotoku was trying to turn. Just looking to usher the ball out of play, and yeah, he had his foot trodden on there totally accidentally by Bako Kazaishvili. He was immediately putting his hand out in apology, and no real harm done, happily. Helped on by Ogihara. Osako turning and fouled. And he's not happy with the challenge coming in from Liao. Just to confirm, Bako was booked for that stand on the foot of Kotoku a minute ago. So the two key forwards for Shandong, both on a yellow card now. As Osako turns. Orikara. Miyashiro. For Yoruki. Honda. Take the throw in quickly, try and maintain the tempo. Brought forward now by Mateus, but it's a poor pass and no chance for Koya Yoruki. Mateus Tuller, the Brazilian, in the hand of apology. Charged down, and it's Bako who can try to make some progress back for Huang. Liu. Layoff doesn't find anyone, but it's powerfully won back by Shu, too powerfully. The referee's liking. Free kick goes to Vissel Kobe into the last couple of minutes of normal time at the end of the first half. It's Osako dropping deep and linking up play well. Well, he did initially, but then the pass was under hit. Yu clears up to Kraizan, who battles away, but can't keep it in. Osako has had to often drop deep into midfield today to get involved in the build-up play. Performing as a number 9 and a number 10 at the same time, really, often leading the line and other times dropping deeper. Here is Yoruki looking for him in the middle. It's Osako. And well worked, but eventually just beyond Yoruki after the good build-up play. Yamakawa for Tuller. Ogihara. Miyashiro was fouled after he released the pass. Huang doing the job that he was sent on for, getting some tackles in. He's helped win the ball back here, but not for long. Furukawa looking to switch it over to the left-hand side. Brought down well by Osako, who's drifted out to the flank this time. And he'll continue his run into the area. Osako just about challenged by Shuko. As we head into stoppage time, of which there will be 3 minutes, there is another corner for the home team. It's their 5th of the game, and it's going to be taken by Ogihara. One of his set-piece deliveries led to the opening goal. This one is headed back down, and it's another good save by Wong. This time Osako with the header, after it was initially headed back by Daiju at the far post. Then on by Osako, and a great stop. He didn't have much reaction time at all here. And to leap up and push it away, Wong Dale with his 4th fine save of the first half. Might be more work for him here as the corner kick is prepared. Honda and Liao just a little bit of a collision there. The referee has his eye on. Ogihara once more. It's a good ball in, and it's just wide. Great opportunity for Tuller. And Vissel Kobe will be wondering how they're not winning this game. A free header for Tuller, 6 yards out. And the central defender should have done better there. Shandong again not convincing defending from the set piece, not challenging Tuller as he went up. They'll try and finish the half on the front foot now as it goes beyond you. There'll be time for one more attack before the whistle. Might come here from Lee. He's closed down, and it's up to Yoruki, who's fouled. Vissel Kobe know there's not much time on left before the break, so they want to get on with the game. But there is no more time, in fact, and so we reach the interval with the game tied, thanks to that man, Kreuzan, levelling it for Shandong after the opener came from Miyashiro. Both of them headers from set pieces. Vissel Kobe have had plenty more opportunities as well, but excellent goalkeeping by Wong has allowed the visiting team to go into the break on level terms. We can see, though, words exchanged between coach and Captain Jung. So work to do for Shandong in the second half. At the break, Vissel Kobe 1, Shandong 1. Welcome back to the Kobe City Misaki Park Stadium for the second half of this AFC Champions League Elite contest. We're tied at 1 goal apiece at the break. The host, Vissel Kobe, will wonder how. They are not winning, though. A series of chances for them in the opening period, especially from set pieces. Shandong did not defend them well, and they needed their goalkeeper, Wang Dalei, to make a series of good saves to keep it at 1 goal apiece. Very few chances at the other end, but Shandong took one of them, and so we're on level terms. Referee ready to get us away for the second half, Abdul Rahman Al Jassim. And it was interesting to see right at the end of the first half, in fact after the end of the first half, as the players were heading down the tunnel, there was a very animated discussion between Chong, the experienced defender of Shandong Taishan, and his coach Choi Kang-hee. They seem to be disagreeing about something, to say the least, and I would not be surprised at all if that was all about the defending from Shandong from set pieces, which was really quite poor in the opening period. On a number of occasions there were 3 headers in there for Vissel Kobe, including the opening goal for Miyashiro. So we'll see if Shandong can be a bit more competitive defending their penalty area from dead ball situations in the second half. Trying to start the half on the front foot themselves with the throwing down the line, looking for Kreuzan. Header inside now. And then Matthäus Tuller jumping over the back of Lee. Matthäus, in fact, getting the free kick his way. And now the referee getting between the two of them. Offside flag. perhaps the reason for the decision. It was robust, you could say, from Tuller. Referee still getting between the two of them to calm them down. Flick on by Daiju, comes off a defensive head, so he's able to win the throw-in for Vissel Kobe. Daiju was a bright presence down the right in that opening period. Work here for Shu. He was able to get the ball away. Now from the throw-in, it's almost laid off for Osako. Picked up by Gotoku. Osako now. This should be the goalkeeper's, and very much is. Overhit by Yuya Osako. Shandong did switch to a back five midway through the first half with the introduction of Huang. Help tighten them up, though, tighten them up defensively, as Huang now has to chase Miyashiro. It's a shame, the overhit pass for Yuruki. Miyashiro, the scorer of the opening goal. We've seen plenty of width from Vissel Kobe today. Yuruki, who was trying to run onto that one, has been the main presence down the left-hand side. Gotuko and Daiju both combining down the right. Moments from Ideguchi as well. A much more effective performance generally from the home team. They don't have the lead. Crozan was offside there, so just leaves it, but puts it out for the throw-in. Crozan takes that himself and gets it back. Nicely fed inside to Vako. Back to Crozan. Vako. And now flipped forward for Lee. And he's adjudged to have committed a foul. He battled to keep the ball in on the dead ball line. Space for Yamakawa to bring it forward. No substitutions made yet by the home team coach, Takayori Yoshida. There was that one change by Shandong boss Choi Kang-hee with the introduction of Huang. Doing very much a man-marking job on Miyashiro, following him wherever he goes. As Osako now drifts to the left to find some space and works it on for Yuruki. Four in the middle for the cross. Headed by Chung, down by Ideguchi. It's not away though, but as Yuruki tries to work it on, it'll come out for Gotuko to strike, deflected and in! And Gotuko Sakai has Vissel Kobe back in front. For once there was nothing the goalkeeper could do because of the big deflection. And 5 minutes into the second half, Vissel Kobe retake the lead. There was heavy involvement from Yuruki in the build-up. And then the ball just breaking loose for Gotuko, who took on the strike. And a big deflection coming off the heel of Yu Yang. No blame attached to him. He was unfortunate. It then flew over the goalkeeper's head. There might have been a glove on it from Wong. Did his very best to repeat his first half heroics and keep it out. Couldn't do so, and Gotuko Sakai restores the advantage. It is just being checked, maybe for an offside, but didn't see anything wrong with that. Referee Al Jassim getting confirmation that the goal does stand. And so Shandong Taishan are going to have to come from behind once again. Here's Bako. Making a good run. Finding Gao. Huang. Shifts it over to the left. Liu looks to bring it down and burst into the area. Good covering by Ideguchi. Cross coming in towards Kreizan, whose looping header did initially look a little dangerous, but it sails well beyond the far post eventually. Gotuko seemed to have taken a bang in the face there. As he was closing down, he looked a little uncomfortable. Now the ball through for Baku. Keeper comes a long way and judges it well. Maikawa took a bit of a risk there, but watched the bounce carefully. Now Lee, inside by Bako, and it's going to be hit by Kreizan. Again, well watched by the keeper as the ball bounced just in front of him. Kreizan, the scorer of the equaliser. To repeat the feat on that occasion. Play coming back for a free kick. Daiju unable to advance. That was the first goal in the Asian Champions League in the career of Gotoku Sakai. Has scored in continental competition before in Europe during his time with Stuttgart. Again, the goalkeeper comes out well with his head. As Osako is challenged by Chong. He helps it on down the line, and Liu will try to cross. And that's a heavy blow onto the head of Daiju. Referee quickly stops play, and rightly so. Just to check on any concussion here. Daiju felt the force of this across, hit pretty powerfully and right onto the side of his head. Full in the air, I think. Could be ringing for a couple of days. He seems to be okay. We are going to have a change from the home team, and it's going to be an attacking one with Yoshinori Muto entering the action. Very experienced player. Japanese international who is the team's leading scorer domestically this season, and He will be replacing Yuruki. We'll see whether it's a straight swap down the left flank. Muto capable of playing either as a winger or through the middle. And the 32-year-old enters the action now. Now it's Kraizan laying it back. Hwang with the shot. Solidly defending. Hwang trying to make something of the loose ball, but can only run it out for a throw-in. Muto's first contribution is to shepherd that out of play. Muto, another of the players in the Vissel Kobe ranks to have experience in European football, had time with both Newcastle United and the Spanish club Eibar. Actually scored for Newcastle at Old Trafford. His only goal in the Premier League against Manchester United. Now back with Vissel Kobe, his 4th season with the club. Backo trying to advance, and clearance is made by Honda. Kraizan trying to turn, but it's away by Ogihara. Nodded down the line by Gao. Kraizan helps it down, but can't find Backo. The header from Inaguchi. Hwang battling for it. Gao into midfield for Backo. Turns well to find Hwang. Now Liu with the cross in towards Cray. It was Lee actually who got forward. And it's been a decent response from Shandong. They've been more of an attacking force since they fell behind, without creating anything as yet. Anything clear-cut anyway. They've had a couple of shots blocked around the edge of the area. No saves needed though for Maekawa. Here's Muto. Fouled from behind by Hwang. Sending it towards Osako. Now it comes to Daiju, who has swapped positions since the substitution. He's gone out to the left to fill the vacancy left by Yuruki, with Muto moving over to the right-hand side after we're playing anywhere in the forward line. Back to the goal scorer, Gotoku. Born in New York. Spent most of his career in Japan. Starting to sit back a little bit now, Vissel Kobe. We're just past the hour mark. Still a long time to go. It's a little too early to be thinking about going on the defensive and protecting your lead. If you do that too early, it can just invite the opposition onto you. This one lofted forward. Not a very good header away. It wasn't away. That was the problem with it by Honda. Here's Kraizan. Oh, a lovely nutmeg. Can't quite get round his man and then fouls him, and he'll just have to be careful he doesn't complain too much, because he was booked in the first half. very nearly tricked his way past Honda here with the clever nutmeg there. It was a quick reaction by Honda. It was then just bundled over. So 2 more changes from Shandong. And it will be Zeka, the Brazilian, and Zhang Qi, who comes on. And making way is Chen. And also Xu. I think they're going to a back 4 again now. So Zeka will join the forward line. And it's locked it over the top here for Muto, who doesn't quite connect cleanly. It was a lovely ball on a well-timed run. And here's the first touch for Zhang Qi. It's laid off for Muto, who's got Gotoku. Falls loose for Huang to send away. Now motoring down the wing is Zeka, his first contribution. And able to advance very far. Zeka is a new signing for Shandong, only making his second appearance for the team today. His first came at the weekend in the domestic league victory over Shenzhen. And here we're going to see a card for Liao after his challenge on Osako. It's just a yellow. He took him late from behind and nowhere near the ball. It was one of those orange cards between the yellow and a red. You could understand if a straight red was produced here, because he was absolutely nowhere near the ball and seemed to stand on the ankle as well. With the confirmation that it is just a yellow card, so no further punishment for Liao. It's 3 players on a yellow now for Shandong. None have been booked yet for the home team, but yeah, that's a bad one. Had no chance of winning the ball and then stood on the back of the ankle. Liao could quite easily have seen red for that. Probably one of those decisions that the video evidence wasn't going to change it. If the referee had decided straight red, would have stayed that way. The free kick played up towards Osako. Muto trying to get on the end of it. Come back to Osako, who flicks it on, and Muto fires it over the top. What an opportunity to really set Vissel Kobe on their way to victory. Was beautifully helped onto him by Osako, and oh, you can't ask for a better chance than that. 10 yards out, he just seemed to snatch at it and got the connection all wrong, slicing it high and wide. But a man of his quality, Muto will be disappointed not to have made more of that. It continues to be the home team having the chances. At the moment, it doesn't look like Shandong have an equaliser imminent, but you never know with football. That's why we keep watching, because it only takes a second. And here's a cross in that doesn't reach Kreizan. He'll try to pick it up here, but he's beaten to it by Honda. And then the erroneous pass is forced by Zhang. Haven't got any rhythm at the moment, Shandong. There have been a couple of good chances for Yoshinoro Moto to almost put this game out of reach. Nearly 3/4 of the way through now. Vissel Kobe leading in this AFC Champions League Elite Eastern Region meeting. Just need to finish the job from here. They're worthy of their lead, and they're on the attack again now with Daiju sending in the cross. It's made by Chung. Daiju will try again though. Back for Honda. Nice pass inside for Osako. Exchanging passes with Ogihara. They settle for the throw, but moving the ball comfortably, finding passing angles and really controlling the game at the moment are Vissel Kobe. Powerful header from Yamakawa. That's a nice turn by Zeka. Looking to impress for his new club, just his second appearance. Brazilian on the ball again now, Zeka. Zamchi. Run made by Kreizan. Well defended by Mateus Tuller. Ball away in the end, Zeka. Very ambitious long-range shot coming in from Liao. Not sure his teammates will be in agreement with that option. Plenty forward there. Liao having a go from fully 30 yards, but again they're not able to test the goalkeeper, and Daya Makwa has had little to do today. Most of his workers have been of this nature, with the ball at his feet. Now on by Osako, good ball for Gotoku. Taking on Liu. Gotoku with the cross. Plenty in the middle. It bounces down, and it's a really good block by Chung. As Itaguchi struck it first time, that may well have been goal bound. Good cross by Gotoku. Itaguchi having a go. As we move into the final 20 minutes of the game. Kobe City Misaki Park Stadium. Takahiro Ogihara with another corner. Already has an assist today after Miyashiro nodded home his first half free kick. This is something the referee's been hot on all the game. Players impeding each other from set pieces. Cleared for Liu to try to get it away. Itaguchi stepping in to win it back. It's kept in now by Honda. Yamakawa. On the line from Gotoku. Crosses just beyond the run of Miyashiro. By Wong, who launches it long. Calmly dealt with by Yamakawa, and Really, all we're seeing from Shandong is direct long balls. Now, is this offside? Flag stays down at the moment. Cross coming in, it's just behind Miyashiro. And it was, in fact, offside. But there's been little play through the midfield from Shandong. Really, they're just trying to stretch the defence. Here we go again with long balls like this one for Kreizan to run onto. Or Zeka, who has it this time. Twisting and turning with it. Helped on towards Vako, who helps it on, and it's shot first time by Kreizan. Almost caught the goalkeeper out. He was expecting an effort to the far post. Instead, it was aimed towards the near post. He was able to just change direction and fall on it, though. Maikawa. At least it's an effort on target from Shandong. There have been few of those today. Here's Osako pulled back. Gao not quite doing enough there to earn the yellow card. Liu, again they go long. Zhang can't quite get there as Yamakawa is in the way. But Wang find Li. And now on to Kreizan. He's got Zeka in the middle. A little uncertain there. Gotoku didn't quite know what to do with it, whether to try and pass it back to his goalkeeper, turn on it. In the end, the safe option and span it away for a throw-in. A little upturn in pressure from Shandong in the last couple of minutes. Liu. Very tight there. Miyashiro working hard, but can't get the ball away. It's back up. Can't find Kreizan. Gotoku steps in. Muto does well to find an angle for the pass up to Osako, who's turning away from Chong. Clear foul again. Again on the borderline maybe of a yellow, as it was. There's nothing really much in Chong's mind once he was turned here, other than make the foul. Just pull him back. Don't let him escape. Good turn by Osako, and then hands round the waist. So we see a change in midfield now from Shandong, with Liao replaced by Chi. Four changes made now by Choi Kang-hee, but I think that'll be the last of them. He's used his three substitution windows. Sako trying to turn, can't advance as Wang gets in the way. 15 minutes remaining. AFC Champions League Elite, Eastern region. Vissel Kobe heading towards their first win. Now it's their turn to make a change. Rikuto Hirose comes on. And it's Daiju who makes way. Looks like a substitution. Rikuto is going to play on the left-hand side as a straight swap for Daiju. He's normally a defender, Rikuto Hirose, and it's not surprising perhaps that they make a change of that nature. A defender coming on, although he's playing in midfield. Just trying to tighten things up. for the final stages and ensure they get over the finish line with a win here. Ideguchi has worked hard in midfield. And there's a good bit of work by Muto, and it's on now for the substitute, who hits the crossbar. Rikuto with his first touch. So nearly making it 3-1. Another escape for Shandong. He did everything right there, Rikuto. After it was picked up well by Muto, he accelerated away. Perfect pass. And then Rikuto stepping inside to blast it past the keeper, but against the bar. His game should be out of sight by now. So Kobe have had half a dozen really good chances. Have been fine saved by Wong. Clear miss by Muto. Firing it over the bar from 10 yards out, and now the woodwork has been struck as well. Shandong are still in it. Only a goal behind. Here's Lee. Trying to turn away is Kreizan. And still does well. Good block though by Yamakawa. He's made sure the ball couldn't be played into the danger area, and they're on the break now. There's plenty of space. Miyashiro turns. Not a great pass, but he wins it back. He's then brought down by Chie. I feel there will be more chances for Vissel Kobe. Shandong are going to have to take chances and throw players forward. They have got 3 out-and-out forwards on the field now, and midfielders anxious to join in as well. So there should be space for Vissel Kobe, who are happy just to keep the ball at the moment. Yamakawa going back to his goalkeeper. Yeah, the pitch is stretched now. Lots of open spaces. Gotoku here can work it easily to the right for Ideguchi. One back by Shandong, and now they have space with Zeka running powerfully on and still going. Yamakawa with another excellent challenge. He's been fine defensively, the captain for Vissel Kobe, and now this ball is over the top from Osako for Muto, but he can't find his way past Chung. And we're into the final 10 minutes of normal time. Still the goal from Gotoku Sakai early in the second half. He's separating the teams. Lofted by Liu. And no offside flag at the moment. So Jie can get the shot away. He needed the save from Makeover, but no, it didn't in the end because the flag did go up. Always looked as though he'd just made the run a little early. Honda holding his line. Maybe could have dealt with it better, the left back, but it was a good strike, good volley on the turn. Choi Kang-hee's team, really, their chances have been isolated. They've not had sustained possession or pressure. Forward from Ideguchi, and it should find Muto. doesn't quite, because Liu muscularly steps across. Looks like he might be feeling a touch of cramp there. Liu Yang actually got a free kick for the challenge by Muto. Actually, the throw-in goes the way of Shandong. Didn't seem to be the right decision, but it's one back again by Vissel Kobe. Shandong maybe need to show a bit more urgency now, once that throw-in was awarded their way. It took a while for them to take it. They are in the last 8 minutes now, trailing. Goalkeeper Wong is wanting to get on with it, and again they'll go direct, which has been their approach throughout, really, looking for the running and control of Kreizan in particular. Yamakawa again with good defending. Huang really have anywhere to go, and it's a dangerous ball across his own across the field by Liu, but just about kept by Gao. Forward from Chung. Good header this time by Tuller. It's properly dealt with, and now here's Li. Falls loose. Doku, who's going to try and shoot. It came off his own man. Hit Zeka there. And now it's worked away by Gotoku. And there's a foul on Osako. Not for the first time today. He's been on the receiving end of a fair few challenges. And this one does earn a yellow card for Zhang Qi. I wonder if he's saying to the referee, how many times are you going to let them foul me today? Zhang Qi becomes the 4th visiting player to be booked. So Vissel Kobe with another change. The introduction of Rio Hatsuse. We're also going to see the Brazilian forward John Patrick entering. Rio is on for Ogihara. And it's a triple change because Yua Kawasaki is also on. Yuki Honda and Tasai Miyashiro, the scorer of the opener, have been replaced. So there's that triple change. Imagine it would be John Patrick up front to replace Miyashiro. Another substitute tries to make some progress here. Yuya Kawasaki will go into the midfield. There's Rio back in the left-back position to replace Honda and taking this throw-in. Here's John Patrick. Make an instant impact. So just 4 minutes of normal time remaining. All 5 changes made now by Takeyori Yoshida. There is Kawasaki. into the midfield now. A new signing with Vissel Kobe. Who have just a few minutes to hold on, and that attack, if you can even call it that, peters out rather tamely from Shandong, who have been well beaten here so far, but you never know with football. They're only a goal behind thanks to their goalkeeper and the woodwork and poor finishing, so they still have a chance. The header from Huang. Brought down by Osako. Threads a nice pass for Ideguchi. The cross doesn't reach Jean-Patrick. Osako trying to thread it back through to Muto. And he's adjudged to have fouled Lee. Moving towards stoppage time, and I don't think we'll have a huge amount of that. There haven't been too many breaks in play in this second half. Only really the substitutions. Wouldn't have thought it'll be more than 3 or 4 minutes at the moment. Yamakawa for once missed times a header away, but no harm done as it bounces down, and now Liu finds Zeka, and Kreizan, the scorer for Shandong in the first half. Here he is, teasing it forward. And Huang now looking for width, which is provided by Zhang. Zhang will have an opportunity to cross it here. Takes a deflection, and that will give them a corner. So that's something at least for Shandong. From memory, it's their first corner of this second half. Won by the cross from Zhang Qi. Xie is over to take it. Gao among those in the middle. Goes straight back for Xie again, and it's a dangerous ball this time, and out now for a strike from the edge of the area, hit by Lee with power but not with any control. And he'll have to get back up on his feet. Given a hand by the referee. Li Wanyi with the strike there after it just came out to him, worth a go, but very ambitious really. And that will edge Vissel Kobe a little closer to victory. Only one team in this eastern region has won both their first 2 games. It's the Korean side, Gwangju, as Jean-Patrick chases away. Does well to keep it in, might find Muto. We're into added time, of which will be 5 minutes. Muto now will let that run for a corner. That's a sensible play by him, letting the time run out. And as I say, only Gwangju have won both their first 2 games. Vissel Kobe will join Johor Darul Tazim and Buriram United with 4 points. So it will be already rather congested in the middle of this eastern region, as Osako tries to play out a bit more time and succeeds in winning another corner. They're just playing the clock at the moment. And you can't really blame them. They've got this game under control, seemingly. Just want to make sure. Again, it goes short. The referee wants the Shandong players back 10 yards, as they should be. They're only wasting their own time here. Osako judged to have fouled, so that will at least allow Shandong to get the ball forward. And they have 3.5 minutes to try and find an equaliser. It's rarely looked likely in this second half. They'll go direct. That's been their approach throughout. Sent long by Wong. Yet another header won by Yamakawa. Really has led by example in defence today for the home team. Lee launches it, and he's going to get in behind for the shot. And it was a decent opportunity for Kraizan. That direct approach nearly paying off there. Just lofted over the top. It was close to being offside. Might have sneaked in behind the last man. Couldn't finish anyway. Kang Hee motioning his players high up the field. Offside was given there. Sako is judged to have leaned in. Again they go long. It's flicked on this time by Zeka, and the run is made in vain by Xie, working hard to try and latch onto that flick on, but he just ran out of pitch in the end. So Shandong almost certainly now are going to have to contemplate their first loss in this group stage. Back in 3 weeks in action in the AFC Champions League Elite. Shandong will face another Japanese team in the third round of fixtures, Yokohama. And here's a good run by Jean-Patrick. Might just want to take it to the corner flag and play for time. That's what he does, draws the tackle, which is going to be a yellow card at least, and they just need to not get involved here, the home team players. They've got this game won. It was a bad tackle by Gao, but just walk away, let the referee deal with it. He was already in place to do so. Jean-Patrick was challenged heavily, but the referee saw it. He was in position in the last minute. Vissel Kobe should just avoid getting on any unnecessary added cards here. Muto getting involved with Zhang. He's the main one they're having to pull away, Muto. Members of the coaching staff as well for Shandong confronting the referee. That's a clear red card. That is senseless, and Shandong letting themselves down a little now. Players in the heat of the moment might react, but there's no need for substitutes and members of the coaching staff to charge on as well, as they are doing, surrounding the referee. I wonder how many red cards the referee will end up showing here. The initial challenge was by Gao, which could be a red card in itself. The referee doesn't quite know where to look to try to keep control of things here. Some of the Vissel Kobe players still getting involved as well. They'd be well advised just to walk away. They've got the game won. Muto seems to be the most enraged. And all the passion and the emotion of high-level competitive sport can sometimes boil over, and that's what's happening here. Here's the challenge that sparked it all by Gao. It's an ugly one. I'm not sure it's violent, it's desperate, it's frustrated. And then there's no need for him to stand over Jean-Patrick like that. You could almost say it's 2 yellows, 1 for the challenge. Oh, he has been shown a red. Or was that to one of the coaching staff? Don't quite know. The referee has to try to sort it all out. Not sure what all those Shandong staff members are doing on the field. It looks like Gao at the end of it has been sent off. And now it looks like some of the Shandong delegation are trying to move everyone away. The game's still going on. They can't be spending time on the pitch berating the referee like this. Let him get on with his job. Shandong not covering themselves in glory here. Of course, they're frustrated. They're heading towards defeat. Muto is the most animated of the home team players. And fair play to the referee, he's just tried to get on with his job, and now the Shandong representatives are all leaving the field. Jean-Patrick is okay. The foul on him sparked all this. And we're going to resume for the final few seconds. Choi Kang-hee, the experienced coach of Shandong, has seen all this before. Right, now here's going to be the conclusion. A yellow for Gao. We do have on the screen a decision for a red card that might have well been for someone else. All very messy at the end here. It's supposed to be 5 minutes added on. It's turned into 9. And the referee will just be anxious to bring this game to an end now. I wonder if he's going to take any action against Muto, who was rather emotional as well. It should be a free kick for Vissel Kobe at the end of this, after the foul. The referee just getting the 2 captains together. Maybe trying to say to them, let's not have any more of this. We've only got a few seconds left. When the game finishes, let's just accept the final whistle and head down the tunnel. Also explaining what's going to happen now. Maybe saying there'll be a drop ball. I think everyone just looking for clarity on what will happen now. Now the referee is having to sprint over for another altercation. This time it's Matthias Tuller who's got himself a yellow card, and this is exactly what Vissel Kobe should be avoiding. The game is just a few seconds away from being won. What if Tuller gets himself another yellow card later in the group stages and end up missing an important game because of this totally unnecessary yellow card? Here's the captain being mature, trying to bring him away. Yamakawa was not getting involved in all of that. We've only got a matter of seconds remaining. And hopefully we'll be able to play them out at some point. Okay, now we can resume with the free kick that was awarded about 7 minutes ago. And let's just hope when the final whistle blows a few seconds after this that there's no more ugly scenes. Vissel Kobe will just try to play out time here. Free kick taken. John Patrick is judged to have backed in there, so they can send it long for one final time. Shandong still remarkably in the game somehow. They just want to flick on, win the second ball. The referee's just stopped the game again. He's going to the Shandong bench once more. Quite sure who he wants to talk to here. Well, he's talking to the AFC commissioner, who maybe is going to give him some clarity on exactly how long is remaining. He's signalling 5. That was the amount of added time that was originally given. We've gone way beyond that, obviously, and maybe he just wants to get a check on how long there was remaining of the 5 minutes when everything all kicked off. Now it seems that CHN is heading off the field. No, he's just appealing to his bench, I think, to let the game continue and play out and give them the chance to at least find an equaliser. Yoshida is asking how much time remains. I think that's the big question everyone wants to know. How much longer are we going to get from a game that should have finished 9 minutes ago? That's a clear signal. How long left? It seems that the visiting coach has been sent off. Choi Kang-hee heading down the tunnel already. And there indeed is the final whistle, so that's how long was left. Just a few seconds, and so the strike from Gotoku Sakai early in the second half was enough to seal the win. Vissel Kobe totally deserved it. They went ahead through Taisei Miyashiro with an early header. CHN levelled it with a header of his own, and it was 1-1 at the break, but then Gotoku with the strike early in the second half. Vissel Kobe had loads of chances to win it by more. They have got their first victory. Well, the will the run unseemly end, but it finishes Vissel Kobe 2, Shandong Taishan 1.